Hey everybody, this is your host Manik back with yet another video on the channel, and after a while now. And today we have something exciting, the brand new OnePlus Nord 5 that I've been using for the past couple of days now. And trust me, this device has some serious surprises up its sleeve. This is the latest attempt by OnePlus to make a comeback in the mid-range segment in 2025. And after using the OG Nord back in 2020, which I still have by the way, this kinda has a similar vibe too. And I was curious to see how far they have come all this time. So let's dive deep into my quick impressions and see if this is worth your money or should you look elsewhere. And just in case you wish to watch this video in Hindi language, here is a card to the Bit Tech Hindi channel. Now to begin with, there are a few major things that I would like to cover in this review. First, build quality and design. Second, display and performance. Third, camera experience. Fourth, battery life and charging. Fifth, software and overall experience. And lastly, the conclusion, whether you should buy this device under 30,000 rupees or not. Starting off with build quality and design, and first impressions do matter. The Nord 5 definitely delivers here because it has everything you want in the box. A decent enough case, check. A USB-C cable, check. An 80-watt fast charger, check. A SIM ejector tool, check. And I still like all this because buying a charger separately not only increases the cost, but is a hassle too, and I've usually experienced it with the likes of Nothing and Pixel devices. Oh, and I also got this extra case and a flask because I pre-ordered the device in OnePlus bonus drop. And this magnetic case feels nice as well. In case you wanna buy it, it'll cost you around 500 rupees. Now coming back to the device, and I got this one in white color that actually feels like marble in the hand. And if you know me, I kinda use this skin with all of my devices. The phone feels solid in hand with its 6.83-inch form factor, and unlike the last Nord device that had a metal back, OnePlus has used a Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection here. The design and camera layout reminds me a bit about the OG Nord and even Samsung devices a bit, but it just works actually, and the camera bump isn't that crazy either. And surprisingly, it doesn't feel too heavy despite packing that 6800 mAh battery, which is impressive. The buttons here are clicky overall and do not wobble at all. And the alert slider is also gone now and is replaced with this plus key, which we know where it is copied from, and it's just a customizable button simply, which has the same settings UI as seen on iOS. The device also has this IR blaster on the top, which is quite useful in day-to-day scenarios. Talking about the display and performance now, and here's where things get interesting. The Nord 5 comes with 6.83-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a variable 144Hz refresh rate. This is a significant upgrade from the OG Nord's 90Hz display, in case you still have one, and the refresh rate here jumps between 60, 90, 120 and 144Hz. But I've seen it to mostly stay around 120Hz, though you can force that in games like BGMI with the Game Center. The display here has thin bezels, good viewing angles, and since it is a flat display, I love it even more. In the past couple of days of usage, scrolling through social media, browsing the web, and especially gaming felt incredibly smooth and good. The animations and overall performance is well optimized too on this device. I also ran some benchmark tests on Antutu and it scored around 14 lakh points. And I also checked the device for thermal throttling issues, and as you can see here, it does throttle down a bit after like 10 minutes or so. So I do have some reservations on how well it will age because the software has a lot of say in that. Still, it's the real world performance that matters, and this Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 chipset scored more than my OnePlus 12 in balance mode on paper, which is actually nice for a device that is a mid-ranger. And here are the scores on high performance mode on both of these devices. The app opening times are lightning fast, multitasking is seamless, and I didn't experience any lag whatsoever. Gaming performance has been stellar too, and I am not someone who plays a lot of games, but I played BGMI on smooth and extreme plus settings for over 20-25 minutes straight, and there were no thermal throttling issues or frame drops as such, and here's a quick gameplay right in front of you. Let's talk about software experience now. And this Nord 5 runs on OS 15 based on Android 15, and we are way past the fact that it will ever be close to stock Android now. But I have to say, the software experience on this device has been smooth in the past couple of days. There was some bloatware when I powered on the device, but those 3-4 apps can be easily uninstalled. The UI is clean, the animations are fluid, and it doesn't feel heavy or bloated as such. OnePlus has promised around 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security updates, which is quite decent for a mid-range device. And it has more OnePlus AI features than my flagship OnePlus 12 right now, which you may or may not use after the initial few days. But other than the usual things like AI translation and photo editing features, like the AI eraser, which I personally use in day-to-day life, this also has this OnePlus AI Mindspace, which kind of reads what is on your screen and keeps a summary which can be useful at times. Plus there are other AI features too, which I think is mostly just to keep up with the competition, but I appreciate them having all the bells and whistles. Oh, and the Google dialer is long gone too, so now you get a custom phone app which can record all the calls silently, if that is what you wanted, and you don't need to mess around with anything for that basic feature. Thank you to OnePlus for this. Let's come to the camera now, and the device has dual cameras and no crappy sensors to take up that extra space. The primary sensor is a 50 megapixel one, Sony LYT700 with OIS, and it has been performing quite well in my initial testing. One new feature in the camera I saw here is the Smart Scenes option, which will adjust the settings as per the 3 scenes mentioned and take a better picture maybe. Though I haven't been able to test it till now. The daylight shots are decent with good detail retention and the color reproduction is also natural. But I've seen that sometimes it struggles in portrait mode, so that can be improved for sure. There is also this 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, which still does not have enough megapixels on paper, and it kind of falls apart a bit in dark or low light scenarios and loses out on the details as you can see in the image samples. Though it can take some acceptable shots in daylight, but it is still the weakest point of this device. And here's a quick video recording sample, and I shot some handheld footage and the stabilization is good too, but manageable for the most part, though it is nothing extraordinary to be honest. On the front we have a 50 megapixel camera with autofocus, and that is not something you typically see in mid-range devices. The selfies are sharp and the autofocus ensures that you are always in focus during video calls or while recording the content. Overall, for social media usage and daily photography needs, this camera setup is more than capable, but not the best in this segment. Talking about the battery life now, and this is where the OnePlus Nord 5 truly shines. That 6800 mAh battery is massive, and in my 24 hours of testing with heavy usage including gaming, video streaming and camera, I still had over 40% battery left. And OnePlus claims to have over 2 days of battery life, and based on my usage pattern, I can definitely see that happening with moderate use. The 80-watt SuperVOOC charging is incredibly fast, and it goes from 20 to 100% in around 50 minutes. The charging speeds are quite consistent and there is no significant heat generation during charging. So should you buy this device? Well, after using this for the past couple of days, I am genuinely impressed with this device. It addresses most of the complaints that I had with the previous Nord devices. A decent great processor, a massive battery, fast charging, improved camera system, and all this makes it a good package and a device that finally feels like the upgrade from the OG Nord. And at the starting price of around 30,000 rupees, this device offers good value. And if you want a well-rounded device that can handle everything from productivity to gaming to content creation, this Nord 5 seems like a solid choice. And that's it for this quick review of the OnePlus Nord 5. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more such tech content. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next one.